Here to answer common drone questions that I receive. Some people ask me, do I need to register my drone or how to register a drone? Let's talk about how to register your drone if you're in the US. There's two categories to consider when you're thinking about registering your drone. You need to consider if you're going to be flying it for recreational purposes or for commercial purposes, whether it be through surveying, offering freelance drone service. Once you determine that, no matter what, if you are flying your drone for commercial purposes, you need to register your drone with the FAA. Now, let's talk about another category to consider when it comes to registering your drone. If your drone weighs more than 0.55 pounds, then it is mandatory that you register your drone with the FAA. You have to think about it. So, if you're flying recreational, but you have a drone that falls in that category, you have to register it. If you're flying commercially, period, if your drone falls within or it's below, like you have a mini drone, you have to register your drone. Let's talk about how to register your drone. And the great thing about it is it's only $5 and that will last you for 3 years, but you need to do it per drone. So it's very simple to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the FAA Dronezone site. I'll leave a link to the blog post that has all the important links in the description of this video. Once you get there, if depending on if you've already set up an account or not, you're going to go to create an account. Once you hit create an account, it's going to show you a system notice that you need to read and agree to. And then you'll enter your information that's pertinent and create a password. After that, of course, you'll need to verify the email address that you use to register. Once you've verified your email address, it'll take you back to log in. And once you log in, the first page that you'll see is this page, and you're going to click Add a Service. And here you see the different options, but here you're going to hit select Drone Owners and Pilot Service, where you can go and register. And then you're going to launch the dashboard. And then here is what I mentioned earlier are the two types of classification. If you're flying this for recreational purposes, you're going to set up a recreational flyer account. And then if you're registering this for Part 107, which is the commercial pilot's license, then you'll click Part 107. If you want to know how to actually obtain your Part 107, be sure to check this video for links to how to do that, as I do a detailed explanation. Once you do that, you're going to enter your phone number, your address, then proceed to checkout. The registration fee is $5 and you'll get a registration number once you complete it. After you enter the information, it reminds you that this is for recreational flyers. And again, the only time you would register this as a recreational flyer is if your drone weighs more than 0.55 pounds. And then it tells you about the rules for what you must do. You must have a current registration, fly only for recreational purposes, follow the guidelines, and some other things. And also, there is the part at the bottom that says pass the recreational UAS safety test, which is called the trust test. And I'll have a separate video on that. It's a free test, don't worry. So you click that you have read and understand the safety guidance, then you hit next. And here is where you would add a device. And it asks you if you have remote ID information. At the time that this video has been recorded, there is no such thing at this moment, but once it is valid, you would enter yes if you have it, then you have to enter separate information for the remote ID. But for now, I'm going to click no, and you click the device type, traditional, unless you built your own, and you put the manufacturer, the serial number, nickname, and then you put the model number, and then you would hit add a device. In terms of how you find the serial number, you can look at the box that your drone came in. You can also look at, depending on which drone you have, the serial number is located in this drone right where the battery goes. But also, if you have a DJI drone and you already added this drone's serial number to your DJI account, then you'd be able to see the information in your controller. You would just go to view your profile and you'd see the drone and be able to go over to the serial number. This way is helpful if you don't want to squint your eyes to see the tiny print inside of your drone's battery compartment. Okay, so I enter the manufacturer serial number that I've obtained, give it a nickname, then I enter the model, I add the device. Once I hit next, and this is going to take me to the payment information. You, of course, review and pay it, and then you'll get a confirmation with the registration number. I won't go through that for all the purposes of this video. This was just a demo. If you ever decide you want to go from recreational to a commercial type, you just need to add an account type here with an existing profile. And then you enter either your account name, which is your business name, or if you're using it under your personal name, and then you proceed to the dashboard and add it that way. Now, if you ever sell your drone, you can go in and update the information, which is what prompted me to do this video, is because I need to go in and update my information. And it still has me with this drone. I'm going to edit it and add in that no, it doesn't have, I don't have remote ID information on this drone yet, although this drone is capable of having remote ID once it processes. And then enter that in with the new serial number of this drone, hit save. So here it says that I basically already clicked that I need to renew it. Although, like I said, the renewal is not for a couple of more months. I can either pay it now or I can wait until it actually expires. But an important thing is I updated the serial number to my newer drone. Then I would hit checkout and go through the same process that I did as I was adding a new drone. Once you get your registration number, you can apply it by, some people write it on their drone. Since I might sell my drone one day, I prefer to use a label. I don't have a label maker, so I was able to order my labels online and got them pretty quickly and inexpensively. So if you are looking for a place where you can order labels for your drone, check the description of this video for labels that you can use for your drone. Make sure you keep that registration number handy, as sometimes when you travel, you may have to provide that registration number to different countries when you travel. That's how you register your drone, and answers your question of, do you need to register your drone and how to register your drone. My name is Kim and I'm the creator of allthingsdrone.com. I'd love it if you subscribe to this channel for more drone tips and drone news. Thanks for watching.